Get inside time and time again. Not that it's easy to stop a guy with his ball skill and agility, but boy, did he make it look easy.
And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 14-3 run. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Pass to Lillard. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Garnett.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
Orlando grabs the miss. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Blocked! Here's Irving. Oh, the teardrop falls in. And the Celtics lead by 6.
The doctor, Julius Irving, is a smooth operator in the clutch.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
A towering presence on both ends. Abdul-Jabbar is also known for his unblockable and most unique sky hook. Such an impactful, unique big man, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
The shot's good.
The stakes don't shake Lillard at all. He stays cool and finds the clutch basket.
And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game.
Man, the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own, a dynamite two-guard who is also a clutch performer.
Orlando calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 20 seconds left in the fourth. Your thoughts, guys?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
And it's rejected. And he stays with it. Pass to Mitchell. The shot by Lillard, no good.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
And so it's Boston with the W. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
And that about wraps it up.
Go back. Yeah, go back.
There it is.
That's
Megan.
it. That's it.
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Greg Anthony and Steve Smith with David Aldridge on the sideline, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the San Antonio Spurs and the Sacramento Kings. So with Williams on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got Curry, Tatum out there with Kobe, then it's Malone, and it's Richmond in the shooting guard position. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And so Richmond nails both of them.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling, and the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. So it's the Spurs now. Passes it to Malone. Back to Tatum. With some arc, it's hauled in by the Kings. And it's West in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
Love what Paul George is doing right there, spotting those wide open guys.
Outside Curry. It's hauled in by George. Here's Sacramento now to the paint. Here's Duncan. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
The feed to Tatum. High arcing shot.
He's the defensive anchor for this team. Duncan excels at reading shooters and then altering their shots.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Picked up by Malone. The Kings shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe. And he knocks down the first one.
And this guy just does everything. Scores, passes, good rebounder. Just an all-around terrific basketball player.
Outside Curry. And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Tatum. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And the lid comes off the basket. After 4 straight misses, they finally get one.
West against Curry. West passes to George. The shot's good on the assist by West.
Defense does a good job, but George won't relent. He rises to meet their challenge.
Malone at the elbow. Outside Curry. Over West. Curry gets the bucket.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
And early on, if you're him, you just want to see the ball go through the net and get into some kind of rhythm.
Now here is Davis. Pass to George. 6 to shoot. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander.
And you can see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander thinking out there in a good way. He really studies every situation.
The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. He hits the second from the line. And so Curry will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a 3-point game. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Here's Unseld. He's guarded by Davis. Curry passes to Unseld. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
You love Curry's command of this offense, the ability to pass with either hand.
Curry against West. George, that's a 2-pointer. And Tatum pulls it down.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
The dish now to Curry. Unseld, the pass to Curry. Spurs passing it around. Bryant can't get it to go.
And this is what you like about his perimeter D. Never gave up and challenged the deep one.
You see some guys, they just mail it in. They don't go out and contest it. Not him. He's going to compete through the entire play.
A different look now for San Antonio. Brown comes in for Richmond, and it's Devin Booker in for Curry. Here's Moncrief, rebounded by the Spurs.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
Booker against West. Brown kicks to Booker. Pass to Tatum. Launches it. And it's Moncrief with the rebound.
And all quarter long, it's been the same story. Inconsistent with his offense.
West. And he gets the bucket. West has got his second basket of the night.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
It's Brown with the drive over George. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And really, that is why he is feared as a defender. Right in your face on that shot.
Moved his feet, timed it perfectly. That's how you get stops. Love it.
Here's Thurman, and that one good.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Kobe. Still without a basket. Fires top of the key, and it goes down 2 points. Kings leading now by 3. West passes to Thurman. West down low. He's covered by Brown. Here's George. No good that time. Good D by Booker. Last game for the Spurs, they picked up the W against Indiana. They get it again. Outside for Kobe. He nails it, and we're tied up. Bryant's got 5 now.
And showing the range there. Bryant is confident pulling from deep.
And stolen by Booker. An even 3-on-3 break. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Bryant's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Here's West, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
He's hot this quarter, getting the shots he wants, and he's delivering.
Bryant against Moncrief. Takes a shot at the elbow. Fires from way outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So it's a tie game as we end the first. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
On the court right now for the Spurs. Moses Malone out there with Williams. Then it's Richmond. Then it's Bryant. And it's Curry in at the point. Sacramento with the ball. Outside, Jones. 6 on the shot clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got the first basket of the second quarter for the Kings.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Curry can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Davis. Over Williams. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Moses Malone.
80, one of those bigs that shoots well from the line.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Kings.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
Jones, the pass to Shays. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Shays. It's good. Shays has got the lead up to 5 now for the Kings.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Richmond against Ginobili. Malone trying to break free. Richmond no good.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for the Kings. The three from Davis. And it's Malone with the rebound. Spurs trailed by 5. To the middle. Here's Richmond. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Just a physical bull is Richmond. Also, he has the explosiveness to go with the physicality. That's a good recipe for drawing fouls.
Sacramento making a switch here. Fox is checked in. Good on both. So the Kings call timeout, their first.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
Yeah, if that weren't the case, you wouldn't see so many coaching changes in the offseason.
Kings leading now by 3. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the layup's good off the glass.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Fox against Curry. They get a hand on it. Ginobili with the steal. And Ginobili with a clear path to the rack. That shot no good.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
The pass to Curry. There's the lob to the hoop. And Malone with the stuff.
What a look from Curry. Saw the defense leaning and found the open man with ease.
Outside, Fox. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
You won't find a much better alley-oop partner. AD flying to the rim.
Malone at the elbow. A floater, and Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Some changes for Sacramento. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Barnes. George comes in for Ginobili. And it's Moncrief in for Gilgeous-Alexander. San Antonio also making some changes. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Parrish. Brown comes in for Richmond. And it's Devin Booker in for Stephen Curry.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Booker the pass to Malone. Back to Booker. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. Here's Malone. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Here's Brown. Hasn't made one yet. Malone with it. Now guarded by Fox. Booker dishes to Tatum. It's stolen by Duncan. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Moncrief's shot is off.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
The rim protection at its finest. The result is the same whether you block the shot or simply change it.
On the wing, Malone. Just 5 to shoot. Over Davis. Great D that time from Davis.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Doesn't go for him. Some solid defense by Malone. Here's Rice, defended by George. And Booker kicks to Rice. to Booker. Over George. Ice. Here's Malone. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, Malone's strength can be intimidating. He's superb at scoring, even when the D is draped all over him.
Booker against Fox. Fires the 3. That shot missing. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Kings lead by 5. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into a pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They're playing for each other right now. Selfless basketball translating into a 5-point lead now after trailing initially. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
They found a slight edge on the boards, and they've done it with nothing but raw determination. I mean, look, they've got talent, but the passion is there, and that separates these guys. They're simply refusing.
And that does it for our half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
So with Ginobili on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. George is out there with Duncan. Then there's Davis. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's West in at the point.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
He's so creative in the pick-and-roll sets because he's a threat at passing the basketball, a phenomenal passer. He's the defense's worst nightmare.
Here's Duncan. And George with the stuff.
Super work on the boards. Boy, they really want to put their foot down on them now.
Yeah, and once you've got him on the ropes, Greg, just keep swinging away.
You know why? Because this defense is reeling. They had to stop there but couldn't secure the rebound. They're still looking for answers. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
And so it's West with it. He brings it up for the Kings. Leading by 5. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. And San Antonio has possession. Left side, Kobe. And Davis sends it back.
Using that 7'6" wingspan, Anthony Davis, an elite shot blocker.
Here's George. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Kobe.
His inability to make shots has not brought this team down. That shows you their resourcefulness.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And the Spurs making a change here. Parrish is checked in. Richmond outside. Releases. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Richmond's got 6.
Timeout. Nothing went right on that offensive possession except the result.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Williams, he's checked in for the Spurs. Two minutes into the second half of play now. West outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Duncan scanning the floor. Shot clock at 6. Pass to West. Three-pointer. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 9.
I mean, that's what I'd call the prototype. When you talk about catching and shooting, West squares those shoulders, elbow in perfect alignment. Money.
Tatum's shot is off.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
You know, to me, this is when you want to focus on creating for others. Give someone else a chance. It's called a teammate.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
West with the steal. Gilgeous-Alexander against Richmond. Poked away. And a fast break now for the Spurs. With the teardrop. And it's sent back by West. And he gets it to go. Parrish has got his first bucket in this one. West outside. Floats one. Rebound by Williams. Spurs trail by 6. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Mitch Richmond.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
The Kings shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Brown outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And Brown is a guy who is constantly seeking contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him.
Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Kings leading now by 6. Now here is Moncrief. No scoring in this one. Manu Ginobili on the wing. Dishes it to Duncan. Yep, that one goes in there. Duncan's got the lead up to 8 now for the Kings.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
San Antonio making a switch here. Holmgren's checked in. Here's Rice, covered by Barnes. For 3, Booker hits the 3-point bomb. Booker's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Ginobili outside. On the wing, Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
Showing his touch. Barnes good from mid-range also.
Booker against Moncrief. Booker the pass to Holmgren. Over in the corner, Brown. Sacramento grabs the miss.
And they continue to control the glass.
Kicks it to Ginobili. Here's Shays. He's covered by Brown. Here's Duncan. Second chance shot. Here's Shays. Banked in off the glass. And now a 9-point Kings lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Williams passes to Brown. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Moncrief. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Inside. The shot comes out.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
And we've reached the end of the third. The Kings on top. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Cut, play. You just...
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So with Williams on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Greg Popovich. They've got Jason Tatum. Stephen Curry's out there with Richmond. Then it's Malone, and it's Bryant in at the 3 spot. Davis, the pass to Jones. Great D that time from Tatum. George against Kobe. He dishes it to Tatum. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound by the Kings.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
The ability to close out on perimeter shooters is so important in today's game.
Spurs trailed by 9. Feeds it to Richmond. And it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And great read there by SGA. Knew the shot was coming and just trusted his instincts.
Davis finds George. Pass to Jones. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Richmond. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
And it's Davis missing. And so Curry will bring it up for the Spurs. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
And it's the attention to detail that sets Tatum apart from most players in our league.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Kings.
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And just trying to get some traction offensively. Boy, it hasn't been pretty.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thank you, David. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Boy, he bodied them inside. Davis isn't shy about fighting for it.
Now the pass to Malone. Back to Curry. Tatum down low. Working on Jones. Fades and shoots. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Tatum.
Oh, the control Tatum plays with is just mesmerizing.
West dishes to George. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. He feeds it to Davis. Tries again. And it's Davis with the jam.
Tough to keep Anthony Davis off the glass. His length is definitely elite.
Bryant against George. Offensive rebound. Tatum. And Davis sends it back.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Snatched up. And that one's good, George. George has got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Here's Curry with the 3. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Sacramento leading by 11. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Richmond with the defensive effort.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And you know, technically, it's a high percentage look, but this is why we play the game.
Malone misses. 1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Davis. Richmond against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Timeout.
And finished off by Davis.
Anthony Davis is one of those players that can single-handedly win games for you.
San Antonio calls timeout. They trail by 13. .131 left in the fourth. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Anthony Davis.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight, that they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Scooped up. Bryant. George with the defensive effort. Guys, they have a really solid lead at this point.
Definitely, and they haven't faced much resistance.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's George on the wing. 6 to shoot. Tries it from 19. It's rebounded by Malone.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Curry can't get it to go.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
It's good. And the Kings lead by 17.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Curry kicks to Kobe. On the wing, Malone. Back to Kobe. Jacks up a three. He can't get that one to fall. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Yep.
Good shot.
I like that.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
So happy to have you here for a midweek edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This should be an intriguing contest. This is Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. Allie LaForce will be our reporter from the sideline. We'll see the New York Knicks and the Orlando Magic. And it's going to be the Magic off the tip. And now the opening lineup for New York. To the middle. The Knicks with the rebound. Fresh off a win against the Pacers.
And in that game, they owned the glass. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Now here's Russell. 5 on the clock. Kuzi, the pass to Russell. And the basket is good.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere in here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Here's Lillard. Outside Carter. The rebound by Baylor. And the Knicks with possession. Pass to Leonard. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Lillard passes to Carter. Over Leonard. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Pass to Russell. Here's O'Neal. Leonard on the wing. The three. Chamberlain pulls it in.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
And here's Lillard. Back to Carter. Here's Chamberlain. Pass to Hayes. Over Leonard. And it's slammed in by Carter.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Baylor. Here's Kuzi to the paint. Here's O'Neal. O'Neal. Chamberlain pulls it in. Here's McGrady. Pass to Lillard. Here's Chamberlain. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Great idea by Lillard, using that experience to run the offense.
And he lobs it up to the rim. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Wide open look. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Kuzi, the pass to Baylor. To stop the run. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Look, the defense was locked in on him there. They know how dangerous he can be, and they guarded him perfectly.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And the Knicks call time here.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and Coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
On defense, the Magic. Here's Johnson. No good there. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results. And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Here's Harrison following the bucket by the Magic. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Orlando leading. Here's Kidd. .156 left to play in the first. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. And it's blocked. Hill against Johnson. Knocks it loose. Hill the pass to Kidd. A minute 29 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Mitchell. Fires from deep. The Knicks with the rebound. Here's Harrison. No points so far. Pass to Johnson. Russell up top. Here's Drexler. Clock at 6. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Russell from outside. Chamberlain pulls it in. Here's Drexler. Check by Mitchell. Outside Johnson to the inside. Hill with the steal. .34 seconds left in the opening quarter. Pass to Kidd. Fires for 3. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Now here's Russell. Here's Walton. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first. To win the drought. Blocked! And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. And Mitchell puts up a deep 3. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Orlando. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. What has them in... And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Orlando.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And they've done a tremendous job just creating havoc defensively. Active hands have led to tons of turnovers that they've capitalized on.
On the court right now for the Knicks. And that one falls for Carter. And so Carter nails them both. Here's Kuzi. No points yet. Pass to Leonard. Beyond the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, Kawhi has never relied on the three-pointer, but it's a part of his game that unlocks the rest of what he can do on the offensive end.
Chamberlain. Blocked. And he gets it back. And they'll keep possession. Leonard right side. Oh, Leonard leaves no room for error.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Chamberlain. He got a piece of it. Here's Walton. Blocked! And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. Leonard outside. Launches a 3. Rebound by the Magic. Chamberlain's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Carter. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Leonard. New York trailing. Pass to O'Neal. To the wing on the left. Here's Kuzi. No made baskets yet. With the teardrop. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Orlando calls timeout. Kidd, the pass to Carter. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Pass to McGrady. Three-pointer. O'Neal pulls it in.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Kuzi. Picked it. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. The shot by Kidd, no good. Pass to Baylor. Rebound by the Magic. They've led by as many as 11. Here's Kidd. And so it looks like it'll be Orlando's ball still. And the Magic making a change here. Lillard's checked in. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Carter. They get back on track. They get it back. Chamberlain gets the bucket. Chamberlain's got 6.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
Leonard on the wing for 3. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 9 rebounds now to the paint. Carter.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
And here are the Knicks. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And he makes the first. Both teams will make substitutions. And so he hits both. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside, Hill. Pass to Rodman. To the middle. Here's Hayes. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. The first one falls. And the Knicks making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Drexler passes to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Drexler. Here's Russell. It's hauled in by the Magic.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Hill the pass to Lillard. Over to the left wing. Lots of room. And the jumper is on the mark. Lillard's got his first points in this one.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many miscues. They've got to get to the bottom of it.
And the Knicks making a change here. Drexler passes to Arizin. Tipped away. Out of bounds. It'll be Orlando's ball. And here's the upcoming schedule for the New York Knicks. On Friday, they'll go up against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Then on Sunday, they'll be facing Al Horford and the Los Angeles Clippers.
When you look ahead, there are a lot of winnable games, but you really can't think that as a player. You have to take every opponent seriously because this is the NBA. No game is a freebie.
And the Knicks with the possession here. It's a 10-point game. Here's Harrison. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And he drops the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Hill the pass to Mitchell. Lets it fly. Russell with the rebound. Russell's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Harrison. Down low. Here's Russell. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Outside, Hill. "36 seconds left in the second period. Can't nail the jumper. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. They trail by 6. Pass to Drexler. The 3 ball. Oh, he drains the 3, and he'll go to the line for one more. That one on Mitchell. O'Neal, he's checked in for New York. We've got 22 seconds left in the second quarter. Outside Mitchell. Fires the 3. Oh, Mitchell with the smooth stroke from distance.
That's cash. Mitchell is a volume 3-point shooter for a reason now.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Magic. They're up by 5.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching.
Things were going Orlando's way from the beginning. Their exceptional focus and all-around execution immediately triggered a 15-4 run at the start.
They found their rhythm early in this one, jumping out to an 11-point advantage.
Going through the second quarter, they started to look a bit fatigued, but played well enough to enjoy a 5-point cushion here at the half.
What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
And that'll
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Without question, Kawhi Leonard displaying his skills today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense. Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
And for the Knicks. Here's McGrady. The rebound by Baylor.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
Lillard passes to Carter. Oh, there's the alley. And an emphatic jam on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. Lillard looking around. And there's the rejection. Pass to Leonard for the tie. And again, New York with the triple.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Orlando calls timeout.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And coach called his timeout to try and reset things on offense, shake them up a bit so they can hopefully start getting some shots to fall.
So it's Orlando now. They've led by as many as 11. Back to Lillard. Oh, the block just stops it cold and takes possession.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past 4 shots to fall.
Back to O'Neal. Oh, what a play. Just palms the block.
Their first miss since the break. Still, I like how they've come out so far.
Pass to Hayes. Back to Lillard. Now here's Carter. 6 on the shot clock. Over Leonard. And another miss by Orlando.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Baylor, the pass to Russell. For the lead. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The Knicks pull it in. O'Neal's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Kuzi. Back to O'Neal. Leonard on the wing. He's checked by Carter. There's the block. And he gets it back. Leonard passes to Baylor. From downtown. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Some slippage at the defensive end here in the second half, allowing the offense to establish more of a rhythm.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's McGrady. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. From the corner. And he hits the jumper. And it's a 6-point New York lead.
And after being stone cold from the floor in the first half, they've rediscovered their touch.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Things just aren't going their way. He clearly wants to talk it over.
Good timeout if you ask me. They have the momentum, and coach wants to find a way to try and stop it.
The Magic making a switch here. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Chamberlain passes to Mitchell. Hits a three-pointer. Mitchell's got 6.
Whether he's initiating the offense or playing off the ball, Mitchell is equally effective.
Pass to Russell. Here's Baylor. And it's Orlando with a rebound.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Out of bounds, it'll be Knicks ball. Hill, he's checked in for Hayes. The Knicks making a switch here. Here's Drexler. Ball stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Magic. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Knicks. .133 left in the third. Johnson passes to Leonard. Shoots over Hill. The claw slashing his way inside.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Leonard against Hill. It's on target from the high post. The Knicks with the lead. Outside Johnson. Pass to Walton. Cuts off the pass. Outside Hill. Here's Rodman. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And he knocks down the first one. Second free throw, no good. Here's Drexler. Checked by Mitchell. The putback. It's good on the putback.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Kidd, the pass to Hill. Pass to Rodman. Back to Hill. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Had the space there, but it's offline.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Here's Drexler. Fires away from way outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Knicks. And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle.
Gotta make hustle play.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. We've got Damian Lillard, and it's Rodman in at the 4. That's who's out there for Orlando. Fades. Count the basket.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Here's Kuzi. Oh, rejected by Lillard. And they recover it. Second shot opportunity. And he can't bank that one in. And so it's Carter who brings up the ball for Orlando. McGrady, the pass to Rodman. Outside Carter. To tie it up. And another basket for Orlando.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
And it's in there. And the Knicks lead by 2.
In the first half, they shot a little over 30% from the field. But since the break, they've really managed to improve in that area.
Back to Lillard. Got a piece of it. Here's Harrison. Wing shot on the way. Orlando grabs the miss. Hayes has got his 5th rebound in this one with the 7-footer. Controls the rebound and the putback.
And what a comeback. Do they have enough left to maintain this energy and get the win?
They've played with a lot of heart to get back in this, and now they've got the other side on their heels with the game winding down.
Now a timeout called by New York. And this short amount of time should be beneficial to these players to catch their breath a little bit, while at the same time replenishing their energy by drinking some Gatorade as we head into the final stretch of this game. The Knicks making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Tom Thibodeau coaching his team during that last break. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Taking people to school with moves like that.
Orlando trailing here. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Rodman. And here's Carter. There's the 3. O'Neal pulls it in. Here's Leonard. He's checked by Carter. Kawhi finishes inside. So good at the rim.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Here's Carter. The Knicks pull it in.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Looks like they're gaining some confidence here in crunch time.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
Lillard passes to McGrady. Outside Carter. Can they get it? And he nails that one right through the heart. Carter's got 8 points here in the quarter. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And something fans don't always get to see, some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
And we see it so often. One little tweak to the game plan and everything falls into place for a team.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance Player of the Game.
With the way he shot the ball, he had to be the choice. His percentage was fantastic, and he's just done a great job of finding space and taking advantage of every inch the defense gives him.
And the Knicks making a change here. Russell is checked in. Now here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard shrugs off the contact.
It's Dame time. Whenever this team needs a big shot, he knows how to get one.
Here's Baylor. .149 left in the fourth quarter here. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And here are the Magic now. Lillard right side. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, all game long, they've been also playing well inside in the paint. Lots of points are coming their way thanks to them attacking the interior.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And the second of 2 is good. And that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
Here's Leonard. And the Knicks miss again. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. Here's Chamberlain. No good with a layup.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Here's Leonard. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Hayes. McGrady the pass to Lillard. It falls! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within 1. And it's Leonard with the ball for the New York Knicks. .44 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
As calm as they come, Kawhi Leonard. A great guy to have at the stripe in these moments.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that'll put him up 2.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
Orlando calls timeout. They trail by 3. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Here's Hayes. Out to the right wing. Pass to Lillard to tie it up. And it's in. Oh, an enormous three-pointer.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play, coming through when it matters most.
Leonard on the wing. Over Carter. Rebound by the Magic.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Timeout called, the Magic. And they're set to take control of this game.
It's crucial that they convert here.
Lillard with the ball. Left side Carter for the win.
Can he
count it?
Yes, he can.
Yeah.
Now that's how you end the quarter.
The winner at the buzzer. It doesn't get any better.
What a finish. It takes nerves of steel to knock down a shot like that.
So a close game here sees Orlando taking this one. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. This is Brian Anderson, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.